One time.
Bees Treats is your edibles company, and it's available in medical dispensaries throughout Colorado right now. One thing that I found particularly interesting when we were talking before today is that every edible you make is meant to be digested sublingually. And I know there's a lot of different theories about digesting edibles sublingually, or different baked goods that are simply swallowed. But I want to know why this particular method of ingestion is important to you, and why you've made all of your products so they can be ingested sublingually.
Right. While I was in college, I started playing around with edibles. That's how I started cooking. So around the time that I got diagnosed with glaucoma, and I started out with Rice Krispies treats and stuff like that.
With a can of butter?
Yes.
Or a can of oil?
Can of butter. Sure. I started a lot of different stuff with can of butter. And I did eventually grow into making lollipops. And the lollipops I make are actually with an ethanol alcohol extraction, and it's very clean, so you can't really taste a concentrate, and they taste so good that you can really suck on them, and it'll get into your mouth and you can feel it faster. In fact, I tell patients, if you really need a hard medication right now, just suck on this for the next 20 minutes. When you feel the medication has hit you enough, you can put it away and use that for another dosage.
If it's a lollipop.
Right.
Sure.
So that's kind of where I started with the sublingual thing, was the lollipops. From there, I did start making marijuana infused honey, which I infuse with only buds, so it's very clean, very tasty. We do use Colorado local honey. So that by itself is just ingested very easily. Since it's pre-digested, it gets into your system easily. It's very easy for your system to take in, so that helps with the marijuana affecting the patient faster.
So I get the impression that's where you're going with this sublingual conversation,
right,
is that it does hit a patient faster than something maybe they're chewing and digesting through the stomach.
Definitely.
Do we know that for sure, or do we just know that anecdotally?
I don't know it for sure. I know it based on my own experiences in working with edibles. When I was having high pressure in my eye, I could feel it, obviously, and I needed something to try to take that edge off as soon as possible. I think a lot of patients do. You're having a backache right now. You don't want to chomp something down in your stomach that, eventually in a half an hour your stomach can break down the contents to. I know with a lot of the edible stuff going on, they're saying that you should wait up to an hour or two before taking any more.
Sure.
Patients are just trying to get that relief as soon as possible. So it was important to me to try to create products that they could take and feel that relief even faster.
It's an interesting conversation because, of course, after legalization comes normalization, and now we're in this realm of commercialization, and with that comes all types of new products, whether we're talking about honey sticks, or I know there are a couple products on the market right now in the edibles market that are fast acting. They come in the little energy shot size, 5-hour energy size container, and they claim that it's a faster hitting edible than a brownie, the traditional pot cookie, or whatever it might be. So
and I'm sure patients experiment with it and kind of see what works best for them ultimately, but I'm just trying to give them a great product that's potent, that they can medicate with, that'll get them that relief as soon as possible. It's always been my goal, because as a patient, that was always my goal with marijuana in general.
Sure.